Okay, I glued the fuselage together yesterday, including the tailplane as well. It's not too bad. It's come out nice and straight after the hot water treatment on the warp. It just went together, no trouble at all. In sanding it, it's fine down here, but here I've got two little depressions. They've got to be filled. I'll do that tonight and let them dry overnight. And I've got 4 down the top of the fuselage, here, here and here. The gaps between the tailplane and the fin, they need doing a little bit in there as well. I'll do them tonight, let it dry, and tomorrow I'll sand those off. However, there's a mark, it looks like a mark in the wing, and the fin, not the wing, the fin at the back on both sides. And I might have to. I think I'll give that a spray of primer and see what's happening. It may be just the plastic itself, but it looks like the plastic's bowed or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to come and see that tomorrow. One mark on the wing similar to the one on the fin, just here. I'll mark the place so I don't lose it and don't forget about it either. So this can be filled and put away until tomorrow. The wings are a nice tight fit. If I can get them on, they are a nice tight fit. You've got to go in that shoe square with them, or they just don't want to fit like that. You see, slightly offline there. There we go. When I put this together, I thought, hang on, that's almost as big as my Ju-88 1/48 scale. And remember, this is 1 to 144th scale. It is the largest aircraft that has ever been built, so not surprising like that. So I'm going to need another display board or area that I'm going to put this on. That's the same size as Ju-88 display area. Good thing I now know how big I need my shelving. So I'll get on, put the filler on this and leave it to dry overnight. Okay, I've been getting on with a lot of this stuff last day or two, so I need to get this on video. Fuselage has been put together, as you can see, and I did some sanding on it, and this part cracked on me. I don't know why. There's plenty of glue on this. I knew I can get inside and on top, and it was glued really good, but this particular place between the fingers here cracked. I've got no idea why. The glue just didn't want to take, so what I had to do, I tried it with some more liquid cement. That didn't work. I was wondering why. Maybe the plastic's a bit harder there or something, or with something on the plastic the glue didn't like and wouldn't melt the plastic. So I used my panel cutter and put a groove down here and filled it with tube cement. Let that dry. Sanded it off, problem solved. But I had to do a bit of filling as well where the glue shrank. So I put that in there. I don't know whether you can just see that. There's about that much of green putty in that bit there. I had to sand that down, and the rest of it is the same. I haven't had to glue any more other joints up, but there's bits of filler all the way around the joints where they look perfect when you first put them together, but after gluing you can see the defects in them. Some of the joint was high, some of the joint was low. It was like a wave all going all the way down it. So what I done, I sanded it off the best I could at the high spots, and then whacked a bit of filler right the way across, sanded it off. Some of it's completely gone. I've sanded it completely off, and other bits have got it on. You can see some marks here where I put a pen mark, so I knew I had to refill it again for a second time, and sand that down. And but the bottom joint is perfect all the way down. Why couldn't I have had that on the top? Anyway, that's the fuselage together. Oh, by the way, I've done this white here. As you can see, I've been filling up little defects in it as well. Excuse me. I've done it white with car primer. I know this it's a good carb. The primer actually is still on my fingers. That will not wash off. It'll come off tonight when I do my next wash on my hands. The car primer actually sticks to the plastic. It actually bites into the plastic, but it doesn't. It's a lovely smooth finish. I've used it loads of times before from the rattle can, but I thought, hang on a minute. The panel lines, I've got to put some panel lines back in here where I've sanded them out. If I use white and then put a band of dark grey, and I say dark grey, not black, over these parts of the panel lining in here, and then spray it the silver. Hopefully, I don't know whether this will work with silver, but I'm going to give it a go. I may get the shaded area for the panel lines, so I don't get a big block. This wouldn't be a big block of silver like other ones I've seen. So I'm going to try that. It's taken me a lot longer to sand and finish that up. Oh, my clamps have dropped up. Hang on. Let me just put that back on there. I'll make sure about that. There. Right, the wing. Gluing up here. Again, problems with this wing. It meets up nicely. You put the glue on, put the clamps on, glue it up, and you come back, and if I've just done that, like which you normally would do, I get a good joint. But on this particular one, this part separated. It was like every time I put glue on it, it warped one of the plastic pieces. So I've had to go along and put clamps every 1.5 inches or so down here, about 35-40 mil apart, just to keep the edge together. That seems to have worked, but I didn't go with liquid poly this time. I went straight to the tube, put a bead around it, and then using an old brush and brushed it out nice and even, and that seems to have worked very well this time. I'll let you know when it's dried. So that's the update for the float plane group build. I've still got this one to put on yet, so, and I'm doing the engines separately as well. I'm just gluing this edge along here and along here, basically. I'll come back in here with some glue and clamp these up together, and then I can get the engines on here, and I can start doing some I think you can see, actually you can see on there all the little patches of green. These are all the defects in the wing. You don't really see them unless you really have a good close look at them, and but you can, they are there. I mean, this wing's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 14 divots in there where the plastic's shrunk a little bit, and I've just had to fill them. I really have. I mean, when I put the silver on here, they will show up like a good one. There's only one I've put just here. That's my fault. When I cleaned out this hole, the knife slipped slightly, so I've had to fill that bit up there. But there's still so many other divots in here. It really is. So that's it for the float plane update. Hope you enjoyed it. See you soon. Bye for now.